I'm here in Las Laderas with Rosa, who is the head of the community here. We work with her son Michelle, who's the chief house builder that the Amoria Bond Charitable Trust volunteers have been working with all week. Rosa's also involved in selecting the most important cases to rehouse them. So I just wanted to ask Rosa, could you maybe point out 2 or 3 of the most extreme cases of some of the people that we've built houses for this week?
Entonces ella fue violada, ¿no?
Yeah. She says obviously there are a lot of cases out here, but especially for every family that you're building for, there's a horrible story behind it. But one of the cases is a woman from Huánuco, from province. She's a widow and she has 7 children. One of her children is severely disabled. She can't walk and she can't move her arms, and she was raped when she was living in Huánuco. Her daughter was raped. Right? Yeah, it was when she was, because the woman worked every day in farming, and it was when she'd left her daughter alone in the house. It's when the intruder broke in and raped her daughter. She tried to report the rape. She was completely ignored. She couldn't find justice. She had a brother living out here in Lima, and like many cases, many people, she thought she could find a better life by coming to Lima. She then moved here. Her daughter gave birth to this baby, so there's now 8, an extra mouth to feed. Her daughter can't even pick up her own baby because she can't move her hands. She can't give milk to her baby
because of her disability.
So that's another stress she's got to buy. She needs to buy formula to feed her baby. Also, because she can't walk, she was on the floor, and their house was built of this sort of Astera wood thatch material and plastic and cardboard. Her daughter was just on the floor, on a muddy floor where it was getting very wet. She was getting very ill. So, that was one of the more extreme cases, and that's why she's now got a house, which you guys have paid for to build.
Great, and we can definitely see that clearly a lot of the community is extremely poor. Is there another case that especially the volunteers this week have actually completed a house for someone? Is there another case you can talk us through?
Another case is who you've built a house for her this week. She's a mother of 3, and her husband can't work. He's now can't use his leg. He was a builder but fell. As you can see, it's quite dangerous building here. There's no real health and safety regulations, so he fell and is now unable to work. She doesn't have a job either. She only works in the comedor to feed her family, and to top it all off, her youngest es un hijo.
Es un niño.
A niño. It's her youngest child, who's 1.5 years old. He's got a type of anemia, and he needs a blood transfusion every month, which costs 320 sol, which is just impossible to get that sort of money when you don't have anything. So I asked how she was able to sometimes pay for the transfusion. So they ask people to donate. They see if people want to donate. She herself has offered to donate blood, and so far that's sort of kept him alive. But sometimes they've not been able to get transfusion in time. He's had to spend more time in hospital, which is more money, more stress on the family. And she was living in pure plastic. So to have this house which was something that she just never thought was going to be possible, is an incredible thing you guys have done.
It's they're all very moving stories, and I guess all week we've been inspired by Rosa's passion to help the people of her community, and trying to lead them to have a better life. She's also pointed out and given us a tour on some of the new soup kitchens or the new projects that she wants to try and develop for the future, and obviously the support of the Amoria Bond Charitable Trust and also organisations like Project Peru depend on funding from people back home, and their generosity to secure the funding for the ongoing support of the community. So does Rosa have a message from herself for people who maybe are looking at donating money for these projects for the future, and a message for people back home?
Porque yo tampoco no haría nada sin ellos. Espero su apoyo de cada uno de ellos.
She wants to say thank you so much to everyone that continues to help and has helped Lederis and Project Peru, because she knows that these projects wouldn't be possible without their help. And really, the fact that you guys are giving these people a place to live is something so huge to them. And she wants to bless everyone everyone for their love and support that they've given Lederis. She also, she knows that in the news and there's a lot of talk of Peru as a miracle story, moving forward, advancing economically, and she wants to point out that there are still so many cases of poverty, extreme poverty in Peru, and really need ongoing support and ongoing help. It's the only way to make any difference to these people's lives and to keep the projects going. So yeah, she wants to say thank you very much.
Gracias.
She says she wants to help, she wants to thank you guys, specifically you guys that are out here building this house. She knows you've come with so much love, so much support. You're making such a big difference to these people's lives, and to know that there are people out there like you that are coming to help just makes them feel like they're not alone. And she can't thank you enough. Yeah, thank you very much.
It's been a huge privilege for us this week anyway, very eye-opening. So yeah, as far as we're concerned, then we'd like to pledge our ongoing support to the community here, and hope to see through many more sort of houses being built.
She just really wants to say thank you very much. She's very grateful from the bottom of her heart. She's they need this help, and it's incredible that there are people that are continuing to help them and just making their hard lives that little bit easier.
Yo soy padre y madre acá con mis hijas. Lavo ropa, a veces 10 soles de malados, no me gana mucho. Yo me alegro bastante por mis hijas, que mucho se fue comprado, que mi hijita la otra. Y ahorita le hemos puesto 3 ampollas, diciendo más estamos poniendo la señorita linda. Y agradezco bastante, señorita.
She says she's incredibly grateful. She doesn't know how to thank you all. She says with this new house, she's warm. She's not scared when it rains. She doesn't have to spend her days chucking water out of pans that's been collecting the rainwater. Her children are now in better health. They were suffering really badly from the wet floor. They were getting bronchitis and horrible illnesses such as that. And she says, as a single mother who's working and raising her family on her own, having a house with a floor and with real walls and a roof has made an incredible difference.
Y agradezco a esas personas demasiado. Diosito que le bendiga donde estén, señorita, y a ustedes también que están acá. Y que nada, señorita.
She wants to thank them. She wants to thank them very much for for helping all of those that are in need, like her. She's surprised at the size of your hearts that you can give and help cases like her, because a house was something that she'd never thought that she'd be able to achieve with the money that she earns washing clothes, and working down in the Commodore is just enough to feed her family. And she's just very grateful because this has made a massive difference to her life.
Con la manera como le digo, mi hijita tan contenta, tan alegre ahora. Dice, mamá, ya no estás con olla tapando los huequitos, no estamos ahí pensando va a llover y va a pasar. Y cuando llovía no nos dejaba ni dormir porque goteaba. Y acá hace mucho frío, señorita, demasiado frío.
She says the whole family is just so happy, and they're all noticing the differences, that she's not having to collect water in her pans with rainwater, and no one's scared of the weather anymore, and finally they're not cold. So, yeah, thank you.
Gracias. Muchas gracias. Diosito les bendiga. Muchas gracias.